Sami Lovett from Just Lovett Design and Makers at the Mill. So I am a product designer, maker and 3D workshop instructor. So this is me in my workshop, and then I'm from quite a big kind of family background, quite kind of female led. Here's my sisters and my little brother on our last night out when we all kind of saw each other. How do we go back? There we go. So I've got a design studio and workshop space in Sunnybank Mills in Farsley, which is just in between Leeds and Bradford. It's a wonderful size space and it's a brilliant, brilliant place to work. Lots of other creative people around the mill, and my workshop, I absolutely love it. It's big enough to have team building days there, and I've also got my own little kind of design studio, which is where I am now with all my little laser cutters and all my machinery. So Just Lovett Design, I've been going officially about 2.5 years as a limited company. This has been my dream for a very long time now. It's all kind of spun off my kind of surname, which is very important to me. And it's just perfect really for what I do. And the amazing thing is that when I deliver my products to my clients, the majority of the time they go, I just love it, without even being prompted. It's great. So we are passionate about designing and making products that are branded or personalised for businesses or special events. So I combine my graphic design, my handcrafted manufacture and 3D fabrication skills to create all of these wonderful bespoke products. Now I work on a very kind of personal basis with my clients, and I've got a 4-step process, which is consult, design, manufacture, deliver, and I lead the clients all the way through that process and really get to understand what they'd like their outcome to kind of be. So I've got, it's just photos today, basically. I'm just going to talk at you and show you some photos. So I love branding products for businesses. I work with a lot of small businesses, and my kind of niche is laser cutting. I've been, so I did a degree in product and furniture design, and I absolutely love laser cutting, and I've been working on kind of that skill set ever since I kind of graduated, really. So you can give me a product and I will work out jigs. I love working out jigs and kind of templates to then brand these individual products. I also work with hospitality businesses to create these Instagrammable products with their branding on, and something that is kind of giving that kind of performance when food is delivered to the table on these products. Last year I worked with the Head of Steam brand, which they've got 13 pubs all over kind of like north of England, and I created about 120 of these branded boards for them, also with the circle kind of designed, so that was kind of very bespoke. That's why they came to me, because they wanted the cloches to sit on top or kind of into the boards, so that the smoking burgers, their new kind of brand of burgers that were coming out, the cloche would kind of sit on the board without falling off, and it would enable them to give that kind of wow performance at the table. I also do creative awards. So I work with a whole range of companies and organisations to create these bespoke and creative awards. So people come to me, they give me a brief, they give me kind of like what they'd like. I then use my creative knowledge and of materials as well, and all the things that you can do with materials. And because I've got a workshop, I do it, majority of it all in-house. And I love kind of being creative with all the different types of wood. I use slate, I use plastic. Last year, I was asked to do the Keithley Business Awards, and so we created some wood and plastic awards, kind of combined the two mediums together to create these awards. We did 10 awards that matched, one slightly bigger one, and then one for Timothy Taylor's as well, which was one-off special award. We wanted to kind of bring the theme of the wood and the plastic over to kind of bring that whole concept together. But we kind of designed this, and this is probably one of the best awards I've done so far, which is the hop, and it just looks amazing. It kind of almost looks very kind of 3D in its kind of style. It was quite a large one as well. So that my passion is listening to my clients and seeing their vision and bringing their vision to life, and some of the feedback that I get is that's exactly what I wanted, and you've managed to pull that image from my brain and deliver it in a 3D product. Weddings, I do a lot for weddings, so I do bespoke wedding packages. So I meet the clients at a point, mainly kind of when they book the venue and they know the date they're getting married. They've got an idea of the kind of wedding concept that they'd like, and I kind of bring that wedding concept to life through their stationery, all the way through to signage, table favours, table decor, seating plans. Basically, my passion is to make sure that everything matches for that day. This is Alec and Gemma. I met them last November. And first of all, I kind of created this welcome to the wedding sign, which they used for their engagement party, and they met whilst they were kind of on holiday in Asia. They love cherry blossoms. Gemma loves rose gold, so we brought that all the way through, from the sign all the way through to the stationery. So I created 70 of these invitations recently. These are all printed, and then they're all hand embellished by me, and all hand wax sealed as well, proper wax seals, not the ones that you can buy, and they're personalised as well. So I take a lot of care in the products that I make, and I absolutely love doing these. And every person, every wedding is completely different. We've got some examples here. This is my sister that's getting married next year, and they're going for like a paisley, and they love the kind of teal and hearts, and they're going for that. We did them 2 different save the dates, which that was what they wanted, and the whole range of the materials that I can do as well. So here's some kind of ideas what I can do. Makers at the Mill. So this is my kind of umbrella brand, which has become kind of from people going, Sami, how do you do it? What do you do? Can we see what you do? And since I've got the workshop and studio space, this is the new brand that I have brought to life, really. So I run creative workshops and team building days. And my kind of mission is to teach, motivate and inspire businesses and individuals to work practically and creatively. So I love kind of teaching people my skill set. I've worked as a 3D workshop instructor since I graduated, and I still do a bit part-time now because I just really enjoy it. You come down to my workshop and you use these badass power tools to create your own personalised products. There's not just women, there's quite a lot of women that we've got photos of here, but Barry over here came along. We've had a couple of guys come along, and we want to kind of do more of these next year and get people back into the workshop. You start off without any kind of skills of using power tools, and you end up with your own personalised product by the end of it that you can then take home. You can gift it to a friend. Barry made one for one of his friends who runs a charity that they auctioned off. Gemma gave hers to her friend. All of the other ladies made them for themselves, so you can do that. And I also run team building days. So the idea of the recycled acrylic workshop is, because I don't waste any of my material, all of my acrylic that I use from the Just Lovett side, I save it. And then we create new sheets of acrylic. I've got a kind of heat press that we heat press it all together. And the idea with these days, if you come in as a team, you get given somebody else's name. So it's kind of Secret Santa style. It's a bit of kind of intrigue for the day. And it's great to kind of build those relationships between teams. So you design and make a product for somebody else in your team. So you end up with a product like this. And we present them to each other at the end of the session. So everybody gets a product that they take home with them that somebody else has made for them. So it's trying to bring out those relationships within teams. And it's quite nice actually with the, you don't know if people don't like each other, or if there's any kind of competition with each other. And it's actually getting people to think about somebody else rather than themselves. And you can take these products, you can put them on your desk, you can use them as coasters, and it's quite a nice gift to take away. This isn't one that I've actually run yet. It's been an idea that I've kind of been thinking about for a while. It's just lockdown's kind of been happening. The palette challenge. So you get a group of people in my workshop. If you've got 10 people split into 2 teams, you get given a palette, and your first job as a team is to take apart the palette with a range of tools. Some of the tools might be appropriate, some of them might not be appropriate. And then you spend the afternoon creating a product for the office made out of the palette wood that you have taken apart. You create a product as a team. We can also brand it, personalize it, add a kind of team name or whatever you want to do with it, really. And the idea here is we're bringing teams out of that kind of office environment. We're bringing them to a practical workshop space. And I don't want to know who people are, what their job roles are within that team. Everybody kind of gets kind of stripped, and I don't know who they are. And actually, I want to kind of see if the more kind of practical people aren't necessarily the people in charge, and you might find different dynamics within that team. So that's something I'm really excited about doing. So when we can, when we can kind of have people back, I would love to run these days. If anybody is interested in bringing a team of 5 to 10 people down, we can do that. And I've also just started running virtual craft parties as well. So you choose a product, and this product gets delivered to you, and then you book the party online with me or one of my virtual party hosts, and we run the craft activity with you, and you build the product online with us. So there's a range of products available that you can have a look at. These are all on my website. They're quite fun, quite nice to do from home as well, because you bring the team together in a fun way, just in a safe environment at home. And you can also upgrade the boxes. We can add Prosecco, we can add Prosecco glasses in there. We can add bits and bobs for you to make sure that they're a nice special craft box, and it's actually more of a gift as well for your team. So that's me, Sami Lovett from Makers at the Mill and Just Lovett Design.